Hey, when I say Terry, you say the Rapman, Terry, Rapman, Terry, the Rapman.
Talk about experiences in all of the times that you've been on different record labels. There was a time you were on November Records, Mega Funk. You were on, different deals. And
Yeah,
for me,
Mega Funk was not really a record label per se. It was more like it was more like a partnership thing than a record label. We just came together to just make things work. Yeah, but November was an official record deal. It was just a one album deal actually for Tha Rapman Begins 2007, which was owned by Charles Novia, Nollywood mogul. I was also on Payback Time Records, which was headed by Solodi, who was the head honcho of the SWAT Roots group. Y'all remember?
Oh, okay.
With 6 Plus, Mode 9, Rule Clean, Overdose, LD Extra Large, Mr. Baron, 6 Plus, yeah. Yeah.
And Overdose is an actor now. Okay, so moving on.
Yeah. You watched the series though. Halita.
Yeah, I do. Halima, yeah. Halita, sorry. Halita. Yeah.
6 Plus is there too. 6 Plus is also one of the main actors there. He plays a policeman.
Oh, I watch it once in a while. I can't remember him on it.
Yeah, he goes by the name Angulu.
How did I miss that? Okay, thank you for that.
Very tall dude, policeman.
Okay, so now you let's talk about the KG guys that are doing us proud and all of that. Yeah, so let's talk about your record deals. How was it a smooth ride getting these record deals and getting out of it? When it was time for you to end the deal, was it smooth or was there a fight and we just didn't hear about it?
Well, I'd be lying if I said it was smooth. Back then, and when I say back then, I'm talking about the early 2000s. Record labels didn't really come with that. You get signed, you get $1 million naira, house and a car. Okay, few people had that, but in Nigeria, it was more like, okay, we know a lot of artists, they help out with the studio sessions, videos, video shoots, and all that. With Payback Time Records, for me, I was still, I was still in school, trying to finish up. So it was more like I wasn't really taking music seriously. It was just a hobby for me. So I was just having fun with it. I was lucky to have a label CEO who allowed us to have total creative control, But the problem was, I think, as I grew older as an artist and age-wise as well, I started getting more responsibilities and all that. So, you'll be like, okay, I don't think this single is promoted right. You start having those. Because we are artists, we do the creative part. But most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, the business side, we're not very, smart with that. We learn in the process, So at that time, I was very young. I didn't even know anything about publishing deals, I just wanted to rap, just give me the mic. I'll just rap. So as I grew older, I started realizing, you get royalties for songs that go out, get your publishing rights, make sure you get a lawyer to read the contracts. Sometimes you read a contract, and because most of them are in legal terms, you think, oh, okay, yeah. But, you don't read in between the lines, I had to learn that over time. I had to get myself a lawyer to read through and pinpoint out this clause. Are you sure this is what it means and all that? And most of the time we go into these deals because we're so, man, you just want to blow. You're young and you're like, man, I can't wait for the world to just see my talent. The last thing you're thinking about most of the time is money, because you just want everybody to know. Then when you start getting the money and it's not really coming as fast or as you imagined it, you start feeling, oh, okay, you get. So that's the problem. Most of the time, it's not the label's fault, and then it's not the artist's fault. It's just that whole, okay, just, as long as they just 50-50 on it, they just agree with each other. No, you get. And I've learned over time that a record label it's never perfect. It's never 100%. You don't expect it to be like in the movies. Everything just goes well. You have a house and a car. Everything is taken care of. You are balling and recording alive. If it's like that, then it's a setup.
Okay. So let's talk about how not to make the business fail. So for instance, now, I've invested my 2 naira in you and we're not making money yet. I just gamble. It's a gamble, especially for artists. You don't even know if an artist will make money. It's not even, the voice is never enough. The looks is never enough. It's a big gamble for anybody. It's not even just record labels. They are individual sponsors. Like a friend could look at you and say, I have some big money somewhere and I want to invest in you, Tha Rapman. The person is taking a chance. The person doesn't even know if you would make money. And if you don't make money, they can't kill you now. What are they going to do? So that's the thing. I think a lot of upcoming artists need to know.
Yeah, I get a lot of them, reaching out to me for advices now and then. And I always tell them, bro, it's not easy like that. Everybody's always telling them the good part. They don't tell them the not so sexy parts. And when you're going to a deal with somebody, you make sure no matter what, even when you find out that, okay, it's not really as sexy as I thought, you have to see it through. Because when you just exit the label and there's a contract that you signed, nobody put a gun to your head. You signed because that time you felt, okay, yo. And then in the long run, you find out it's not what it is. Just make sure you wait out the contract for integrity's sake, to just keep your name, because it has a way of biting you in the ass much later in the future when you do that. You get, because people pay money to see you, to get, to help your status and promote you and all. So how they getting paid back? Most of the time, most of these record label owners are the ones crying. The artists are like, nah, man, no, man, you ain't trying. Lock me down and everything. Everybody always goes with the artist because he's the popular one, which I feel is not fair. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about you. Let's talk about you now. Like, are you still making money with regards to royalties from your earlier records, even though they were with, different companies and all?
Yeah, like I said, it was in the later part of my career I got my publishing done. Oh
wow.
Yeah, before it was especially when online platforms started way back. We didn't really know much. We just go. They give us this big ass contract, and you sign it. You find out that, man, I'm making money off streams on top of your head. You're not getting much, But now I'm more cautious with that. I make sure my lawyer reads through everything before I sign. And I got to find out that you can actually do most of these things by yourself. To go independent is rugged, but it's you. Most artists don't want to go independent because they're scared of the process. You will suffer. There's that period where you're investing yourself, you're not getting the returns back immediately and everything, but it's over a long time. That's why showbiz is a long-term investment. It's not like trading business. So if you want to get on a record label, make sure you have to deal with the consequences or the rules of the contract. Do not breach the contract unless maybe the label is not really doing anything, because I know there's some situations like that. So these are the things that I tell a lot of young artists. I like, okay, do you feel you can go through this contract? Some things I even ask them are like, okay, you can make sure you tell them if you're not finished school, they could make sure they pay for your school fees to ease up some, yeah.
And then there should be an exit plan.
Yeah. There should
be an exit plan. So, yeah, there should always be an exit. So just really just get a lawyer, or that your guy that just finished, please just pay the person some, pay the person with lunch to just come and read your contracts for you as an independent, and promise.
Like for me,
be my lawyer.
I recently got my lawyer to be my manager, so that it's 2 in 1. I'm telling you, because he'll give me a contract, I'll read it, the best of my knowledge. I'm like, okay, this looks pretty much, and then she goes through it and she's like, man, you see a lot of red circles. I'm like, what? How come I didn't see that? I think sometimes there's this clauses,
and there's some terminologies, and it just feels repetitive.
And there's a reason why they make it so voluminous. Like 30 pages or something. And you be like, after reading 5 pages, you go crash.
That's the plan.
It's on purpose. So artists out there, man, you have to choose one. You either go the hard route, independent, or go with a label. Whichever one. Everybody has a different way of blowing, different ways,
Okay, let's read some messages. This person, Indigo Zuff, says Terry, the greatest of all times. Edonly Shaw. Okay, I didn't get that right, I'm sure. MBJ Wonder is saying, yeah, Rifat, bro. Showbiz is a long-time investment. Feko is laughing. Feko knows. You know what's up. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, let's take a few more questions before we sign off on the show. And Terry, I want you to start thinking about it from now, whether we're going to sign off with Kapenta of Lagos or Tha Rapman in a new Bugatti. So choose one. I like Kapenta of Lagos, absolutely, but keep thinking. So while you're thinking about that.
Okay, you know what? Let's do Kapenta of Lagos. You know why? Hang on, just hang on.
Why?
So you choose one. Kapenta of Lagos. It's called the Kontigi. That's the instrument that Tha Rapman used to use way back, the late great Tha Rapman. Yeah.
Oh, I like Tha Rapman, but I prefer Kapenta of Lagos.
You don't like this? Kapenta of Lagos.
Yeah. Rosby HP is saying Terry wasn't really accepted by Lagos. Really? I don't know. I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Is that wait? Be like say she get angle there. Maybe was I not accepted in Lagos? If I'm asking you that question.
I think you are. I
was. I even won.
Headies. You are. I think.
For sample remix with Ferocious and Stereo Man. And I remember that year.
You are.
That year was really tough. There were a lot of dope rap songs that were nominated. So I think, come on. It's I know, it's I get where she's coming from, but I think
you're heading
it's the reason why Ife is even interviewing me all the way from Lagos.
Okay. All right. So also let's talk about you're working on something that looks like a documentary.
Yeah.
And you sort of gave us a teaser. Was that what you gave us a teaser for?
Oh no, that's what I posted up was it's a video for a song I did called Janwea, aka Sani Abacha, sometime late last year, and because he had a lot of airplay up north, especially. I just decided to shoot a video, and I'm making it more like a movie.
Kind of.
It has a movie theme, a movie theme to it and all that. So that was just a trailer. But you're right. I'm working on a documentary. For just basically about my life. I feel it's time for me to document these things, and instead of waiting for somebody to come and rewrite the story and not telling it well. Yeah. So I'm just recording a lot of studio moments, getting people that were part of my journey, you know, like for instance, Mode 9, there's so much untold story, you know, my life with Mode 9, you know, a lot of things happened in all this time, you know, in between. And there's sometimes I'm online and fans are asking, okay, what happened in this period to this period? It shows that they're following up your story. So I just want to get the facts right, get the people talk firsthand, you know, everybody that was part of Tha Rapman, to just say one little, even the bad ones, you know, so that it's out there. Like, okay, wow, this guy, he's not just saying he's a legend because of mouth, or the guy is a really legend.
Okay. So Terry, what are you working on right now besides your documentary?
Yeah, I'm working on Boys Are Not Smiling project, which is powered by I wouldn't say a label, it's more like a media company called 311 Connect. Shout out to Rachel. It's 10 years since Boys Are Not Smiling album dropped. So I'm using the project to celebrate the anniversary, Boys Are Not Smiling, and push the merchandise out as well. So
fantastic.
Yeah. It's called Bands. That's it, just Bands. Every fan knows what Bands means. So it's a project that's coming out real soon. October, that's the target month. I'm also working on a full-length album called The Legend of Joe Spasm, which is more of a personal project for me. Just me celebrating Tha Rapman, 20 years, you know, since he started till now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's going to be the last album, but it's definitely going to be that album. I've been working on it for like a year, and this is the first time I have creative control over how my album is supposed to sound ever since I started my career. Most of the time it's always on labels, and you know, they'll be, okay, do this, do that, you know. Sometimes as an artist you want to express yourself, but you're like, okay, no, we got to make money. You're looking at, okay, don't be too, listen, you have to think of this target audience. But I want to record that one album that even in my 50s, 60s, I'll be listening to, like, yeah, that was a good ass album. Yeah, you know. So that's how personal this album is to me. That's why I call it The Legend of Joe Spasm. Anybody that's known Tha Rapman knows about the alter ego Joe Spasm. So I'm celebrating it. So 2020 is just a year for celebrating myself, my achievements in the past years through these albums.
Okay. How has COVID-19, the lockdown and all of that affected your plans for this year?
Yeah, well, it just was just a minor setback, but we just had to restructure. Honestly, a lot of people did not really expect this pandemic to just hit us like boom, and we just found ourselves locked down. That's actually become like prison, man, with prison breaks in between and all that. So, work still goes on. I just realized everything now is online. So we as artists were making more money online, you know, because, you know, concerts are on the shutdown for now, gigs, events and all that. So right now it's just online, and there's been a lot of demand for music online and videos online. YouTube is popping. TikTok blew up during this pandemic and all that. So as much as it's, you know, this pandemic is really bad and it has affected the economy, I just want to tell artists out there to always look for those opportunities in the midst. Like they said, the great Genghis Khan, they said there's opportunity in chaos. I didn't understand it till now. You get like, even in as bad as things get, you can always find one opportunity. You know, just find out what, there are a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses have fallen, and there's some businesses are actually rising.
Sure.
So I don't want to say shout out to Corona and everything, but guys are waking up, man. Guys are being more creative, being online and all that. So shout out to the creatives.
All right. Yeah, let's take some messages from the creatives. Mazi Fine say, if I give me your eyeglasses, I'm not giving you, sorry. World famous DJ Chucky says, OG Terry the Rapman. Oh, Nari Ojo. Chooks Michael says, Terry, the real hustle well. Says Joe Spasm, the album, massive. Rosby HP says, Terry, how about rebranding like real big? What do you mean exactly? Do you have suggestions?
Rebranding what?
Thank you guys.
I didn't get that.
Says you should rebrand big time.
Okay. All right. I don't know what exactly that means, but the rebranding. All right. We'll work on that. Yeah.
Redstad, ask a question so we can read it. Just say you have a question, so ask it. We'll then read it on the show. All right. Terry the Rapman, let's talk about the future of rap music. Let's talk about young rappers that you're feeling right now. I was reading somewhere where there's a story that says Black Bones was in a competition that you sort of organized or you were a part of, and so how does it make you feel that a lot of rappers are actually growing in the industry? Who exactly are you feeling right now amongst the young rappers?
I'll be honest, this year I've not listened to a lot of rap projects because I was too caught up in the studio recording. But I'll just use ending of last year, new rappers I discovered ending of last year. Apart from the ones I've worked with, Paper Coleon, Feco, okay, the names are skipping my mind now, but I'm just talking about the new ones. The new ones I've heard that I've not even, I just discovered online. There's this dude called Tentic. He's good. I like how Black Bones is pushing his stuff. He's very creative. I just realized how creative that dude is. Yeah. It's not easy to sell rap music in Nigeria, so you always gotta come up with some to get people's attention. There's this guy called Enigma. Watch out for him. He's real good. Wow, I'm trying to remember. There's this dude called Pacino. He's really good. Dabu the Gemini. Hot Ice. You see, when this come, I remember names now. It's when we just go offline now. I just start remembering the names.
No, you have tried. I am sure you have mentioned almost 10. Yeah, you have tried. You have done more than I thought you would. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so I think we have to go before the network plays pranks on us again. Thank you very much for being part of this conversation. I really look forward to post-COVID-19 where we can actually have a sit down and talk.
Definitely. Yeah, just the thing is that for real, the world is going to really change. I notice it's going to be, like I said, everything is just going to go mostly online. I heard even schools now are teaching online. So let's just be ready for the new world.
I'm telling you, new world, and I hope that
I know you are ready. You are born ready.
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're not decided. Is it or?
It's Kapenta. It's Kapenta.
Kapenta with Kapenta of Lagos. Thank you so much. This is actually very interesting. IG Live. It was like I was sitting in your room.
I'm telling you, we're in the same space. Mazi Fine is saying this is Red Card. Where do you rep? KD or Lag?
Yo, man, it's Croc City, yo. Croc City.
That's KD. Okay. We also have this one saying
that was born and raised, so yo, you gotta be KD.
Okay. So you're a KD boy.
Yeah, but I got
Okay, okay. The black genius says, I really want to know what Terry feels about young and upcoming rappers not giving respect to the OGs.
Man, it's normal. It's normally hip hop, that rappers just have this very confrontational thing about them. I mean, I use myself too as an example. Coming up too, I had this whole, man, I think I'm better than these dudes, so I get it where it comes, the whole, yo, I'm better than everybody else, but if you go out of your way to totally, bring down an OG and everything, that's where it's messed up. That means you probably got problems or issues, so it's not cool. It's not the way. You always just got to go through the process. You cannot escape it. The pain dues they talk about, you can't just blow up overnight. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 years for an overnight success, but a lot of people won't tell you that. So dissing is not always the way forward. Because when you diss an OG, you got to deal with the consequences. You go somewhere and then he has more fans than you, so you can't really win with that. So it's not the way forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That's about it on today's edition of Celeb Stopover. We've been chatting with Tha Rapman. We talked about almost everything. And in case you missed this conversation, check out the YouTube channel, Celeb Stopover. Subscribe. There are previous videos there. And this video definitely will be there very shortly. My name is Ife Ajagbe. Thank you so much, Tha Rapman, for being a part of the show.
My name is Tha Rapman, a.k.a. Terry Madaki, a.k.a. Joe Spasm, a.k.a. the Kapenta of
Lagos.
Put myself in power, hard to kill like Ghosty Power. Show me respect.
If I'm not Kapenta of Lagos.
Show me respect.
If I'm not Kapenta of Lagos.